The Battle of Lepanto, the clash that shaped the seas. Introduction. The winds of war. The year was 1571, and the Mediterranean was ablaze with tension. The Ottoman Empire, fresh from its successes, sought to expand its naval supremacy across Europe's waters. Their ambitions threatened the stability of the Christian states, which feared losing control of vital trade routes and their autonomy. At the heart of this struggle was Suleiman the Magnificent's successor, Selim II, determined to assert Ottoman dominance. Standing in opposition was the Holy League, an alliance forged by Pope Pius V. This coalition, comprised of Spain, Venice, and the Papal States, was a rare show of unity among fractious European powers. With over 200 Ottoman ships and an equally formidable Christian fleet, the stage was set for one of history's most consequential naval battles. The Battle of Lepanto, fought on October 7, 1571, was not merely a clash of fleets, it was a struggle for the soul of the Mediterranean. The forces gather. The Ottoman fleet, under the command of Ali Pasha, was a fearsome sight. Their ships were fast and maneuverable, crewed by experienced sailors and armed with powerful cannons. They aimed to solidify their hold on the eastern Mediterranean, seeking to crush the Christian states that dared to oppose them. Meanwhile, the Holy League's fleet, commanded by Don John of Austria, a charismatic and skilled leader, assembled in Messina, Italy. Comprising Spanish galleons, Venetian warships, and papal vessels, it was a diverse force unified by a single purpose: to halt Ottoman expansion. As both fleets sailed toward the Gulf of Patras, near Lepanto, tension crackled in the air. Soldiers and sailors prayed, sharpened weapons, and prepared for a fight that many believed would decide the fate of Europe. The battle begins. On the morning of October 7th, the fleets sighted each other. The Christian fleet formed a crescent-shaped formation, with Don John's flagship, the Real, at the center. The Ottomans, confident in their strength, advanced in a similar formation, with Ali Pasha's flagship, the Sultana, leading the charge. The battle commenced with a thunderous roar as cannon fire shattered the calm sea. The air was thick with smoke, and the cries of men filled the skies. Ships collided, turning the sea into a chaotic melee of swords, arrows, and grappling hooks. Don John's flagship engaged Ali Pasha's directly. The two leaders fought valiantly, with the Real eventually overpowering the Sultana. Ali Pasha was killed, and his banner was captured, a massive blow to Ottoman morale. The turning point. Elsewhere, the battle raged fiercely. The Christian right flank, led by Andrea Doria, held firm against relentless Ottoman attacks. On the left, the Venetians repelled waves of enemy assaults, despite heavy casualties. The tide turned decisively when the Holy League's reserve force, under Alvaro de Bazan, reinforced the struggling flanks. Their fresh troops and ships pushed the Ottomans into disarray. By afternoon, the Ottoman fleet was in full retreat, leaving behind hundreds of shattered ships and thousands of dead. The aftermath. The Holy League's victory at Lepanto was monumental. Though the Ottomans remained a formidable power, the battle marked the first major defeat of their navy in over a century. It shattered the myth of Ottoman invincibility and gave Europe a much-needed morale boost. The Christian fleet rescued thousands of enslaved rowers from Ottoman galleys, adding a deeply human dimension to the triumph. For decades, poets and painters immortalized the battle, celebrating it as a divine victory. Ending. A glimpse of the future. Despite its symbolic importance, the Battle of Lepanto did not end the Ottoman threat. The empire quickly rebuilt its navy, maintaining its dominance in the eastern Mediterranean. The Holy League, fractured by internal rivalries, failed to capitalize on its victory. But the legacy of Lepanto endured as a testament to unity in the face of overwhelming odds. Next chapter. The Siege of Vienna. While the Ottomans focused on rebuilding their naval strength, their ambitions turned northward toward the heart of Europe. In 1683, their armies would march on Vienna, the gateway to Central Europe, in what would become a defining moment in the Ottoman-European struggle. To be continued. The Siege of Vienna, the final push for Europe,